Tice, your travel philosophy is like the Mark Twain quote, "It is the antidote to ignorance." Can you expand on that?
Yeah, well, that is obviously one of many great words of wisdom about travel and about how the idea of travel expands your mind, right? I
Mhm,
mean,
mhm,
it's whenever you meet someone who and get a chance to talk to people who travel and really enjoy travel, um, eh, you immediately realize they have a bigger, broader perspective on the world. And I'm sure with your experience in working in travel, it must be fabulous to connect with people who want to go on trips like you work on.
mhm,
And we in the industry, or maybe those of us who consider ourselves travelers, we there's a real difference between tourist and traveler, right?
yes.
And you and I know what that means, like right off.
Mhm,
And so without trying to be insulting to people who haven't had the opportunity to truly travel, eh, you to define it, to be a traveler is to have a bigger world, to understand that the world is a bigger place, that people do things differently, that people do things differently, that's still all a good way to do things, and yet
mhm,
we are all the same sort of people. And even in this very connected day and age, where we all can communicate across the world in an instant online, we still desperately need that connection and that understanding that the world is a big place and has a lot of opportunities.
mhm,
And uh, and so whenever I've worked with young people, or I've had some opportunity to do that, I strongly, strongly push them to get to traveling. Especially young people, and youth is wasted on the young, another famous quote. But and it was wasted on me as well. When you're young and in maybe at university or in your early 20s, and you do some international travel, most of the time you spend doing typical, what I spent time doing was doing typical dumb guy things, for trying to be out late and with where the music was and where the
mhm,
young ladies were and all that kind of stuff. But it's even that, if you're doing it in a different culture, you're experiencing things that when you come home and as you grow, you have more wisdom about the world.
mhm.
And so, having had that experience, having seen that experience over and over and over again with young people as they grow and understand things, I've just embraced that Mark Twain quote of travel being the antidote to ignorance.